Man, has it been 3 months? 4 months? What was I doing? Oh yeah, part-time job. That sucks. Oh, what is this? I saw in the YouTube recommendations that there's apparently a movie, Cairo. You know, one of the horror movies I watched when I was a kid that scared the crap out of me. I love that movie. The problem is it's a bit too slow for in the modern age of movie things. Okay, look, I don't know how to speak English right? But in the modern age, you know, slow movies are a little bit less popular, just like the movie Joker. Some people complain that it was too slow and it lacks actions. But that's the point of slow burning movies. It's like you're making a stew. You prepare the vegetables, you prepare the meat, you put all them together, you put the wine and just beef broth and then let it cook, you know. Just slow, and then you finally dig in. I don't know why people complain about slow movies. They're good. They're really great. Like Taxi Driver, King of Comedy. Like I said, Joker. That's one of my favorite films of 2019. Parasite was a little bit of a slow movie, but it had the pace going. But the problem with the 2005 Cairo film is that it's too slow. That's what most people complain about. I rewatched it like a week ago. Yeah, and then I see the problem. It's a bit too slow, but I still enjoy it. I don't know why the Cairo film, it holds a special place in my heart. It's really good. I recommend you watch it first before we watch the horrible remakes. I don't know why people make remakes. I don't know why, but hey, let's watch it. Let's just watch it together. They better fix it. They better fix the problem there. You know what? I don't know. This is my first time viewing it, so if it's horrible, it's the director's fault. It's the director's fault. I don't know why they would remake some movies, but it's the director's fault. Okay, everything's up. Hi, it's been a while, and I cut my hair too. It's no longer fuzzy and shit. I'm excited to watch this horrible film. The movie is about 90 minutes long, so an hour and a half, but the original film is about, how many hours was it? Okay, the original film is 2 hours long, so they cut down about 30 minutes, I think. So yeah, I think hopefully they cut out some the slow parts that I complain about, but hey, let's watch it together. Okay. So we are already at a minute and a half part of the movie, and it's like a hacker movie. Oh, we're going to hack to the mainframe, bitch. Once the opening credits ended, we are cut to Josh, our first victim, who is a bit paranoid looking around. He's surrounded by students using computers and phones, which there's a reason why he's paranoid. It's because he's being chased by this unknown figure, and it seems like he's the only one who can see it. Man, I hate these kids when they're on their fucking computers and their cell phones. God damn it, what are they doing? I'm a hardworking student. This fucking keys, man, this... Bro, where do you live? This is fucking depressing. Is this America? This ain't America. This looks... Is this Miami? Wow. Josh enters his university to meet up with his buddy Ziegel at the library. And I don't know why there's a random old man university, probably just to read books. And when he enters the library, it's pitch dark. Really dark. Isn't the place library? What the heck? Why is it so goddamn dark? That's the first jump scare less than in 5 minutes. That's in 4:35. Wow, 4 minutes and 35 seconds. We already have our first jump scare. Just to let you know, there aren't no jump scares in the original film. Jump scare count to 1. Alright, there it is. Okay, let's go. Right after the jump scare, the old man leaves, and right after that, books are falling out of the shelves and the light flashes. And our boy Josh asks the question. I'm pretty sure that ain't your buddy Siegler. I'm pretty sure that's a buddy that that's what you call a ghost. I'm pretty sure if this shit happens to you in real life, I'm pretty sure the first thing you do, you run. You run away from that. Okay, that's our second one. Okay. Okay, how long was it? Oh my god! Not even 2 minutes later, there's a my god, dude. After a minute and 20 seconds, second jump scare already. Oh, what's that creepy hole? It's a creepy face. And a loud noise. Very, very scary, buddy. Very creative.
Josh is getting his life force getting sucked off and cut to black. And right after that, there's a party.
100 sites. So we're talking.
This is Maddie, Stone, Lizzie, and Tim. Maddie is a typical blonde lady in horror movies. Stone is a typical black guy who gets haunted by the ghost first. Lizzie is the main character's best friend, and Tim is just Tim, who's a horny guy.
Tim, I'm right here.
Tim, I'm right here. What? What do you mean? Man, oh god, this is hard to watch already. Oh shit.
Nothing was really important here except that Maddie's mom keeps calling her, but she always ignores her calls. And they were talking about Maddie kinda misses Josh, and it was revealed here that Maddie and Josh used to date.
You see me dance, it's not pretty.
What was that laugh? What was that laugh?
She had enough drinks for the night, so she decided to go home. Typical horror ambience playing in the background, she ignores some crackheads in the alleyway, and hey, third jump scare.
Okay, that's our third jump scare. In 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
It's obvious that Tim likes Maddie, but Maddie notices it, so she told Tim that she's fine with going home alone. When she got home, she got a call from her mother, but she doesn't answer. And there was another different call from her ex-boyfriend, Josh.
Maddie, it's Josh. Never mind.
So she got worried after that horrible line. She called Josh, but when we cut to Josh's room, it's all glitchy and stuff.
Which I know why he doesn't want to talk about it, because I think he doesn't want Maddie to be in danger. But this may sound like I'm nitpicky and stuff. If you don't want your beloved ones to not be in danger, you shouldn't have tried to call them. If you're scared, yeah, you go ask for help, which I get why. But that call seems like, yo, do not come to my house, which will bring Maddie inside to your house, man. If you don't want your beloved ones to be in danger, don't call them at all. Isolate themselves. That's what the original film did. He didn't call any friends, because he knows that they're gonna be in danger if they spread this shit.
Maddie looked around for Lizzie, her best friend and her roommate, but she wasn't there. So Maddie sent a message to Lizzie to get her ass home. Meanwhile, Lizzie was hooked up with a guy and discovers that this guy was looking at Lizzie's website, implying that this guy had a huge crush on her. Kinda creepy.
Was that a jump scare? Was that a jump scare? You know what? Let's not count it. Go away. Let's just continue the movie. God damn it. 2006.
You see, I don't know what were they talking about. I got no context in this scene.
Oh, and your boy Josh? Genius. For every minute I use on my cell phone, I get credited for 2.
Genius in what? I need to know what are inside those desks and what fucking credits! Her friend said that they should go get lunch, but Maddie said no. Instead, she went to look for Josh in his apartment.
Where do you all live? This is depressing. This looks, I'm not gonna lie, this looks like, this kind of reminds me of my old apartment where I used to live at, but it was shinier, a lot more colorful, not this depressing. I think that's the whole point of the movie, to make look things depressing and stuff, I guess. But where do y'all live?
She went inside, but everything was full of rotten food, insects, basically a kingdom of trash. Josh came out of nowhere. She asked that how's he been, but she noticed some black marks on his back. Josh told Maddie to stay still, but she's worried, so of course she will follow him. She heard some sounds from the room beside her. She saw a horrible CGI cat that's near to the death's door. She panicked, called for Josh, but when she opened the door where Josh went, he hanged himself. She called the cops. She said she's in grief and all that. She tried to call her mom, but this time her mother doesn't answer. When she goes to sleep, she saw her memories with Josh, but slowly turns into a nightmare. The same black mark slowly consuming Josh. She goes visits her professor for advice and help. At first she blames Josh for the suicide, but she can't take it anymore. She said that she should have seen him more often. She blames herself for Josh's death all along. But the professor said that it wasn't anybody's fault. It was just that Josh was a lonely boy.
Hey, you good?
You're good! She lost her ex-boyfriend though who she loved. You're good! Hey Maddie, I'm so sorry about your loss. You good? Like, no! No! That's not how it works!
At night, the team is at their group chat talking to each other. But out of nowhere, Josh messages. All he said was, "Help me." They gather up the next day, talking about who's using Josh's computer. All of them were hesitant, but Stone volunteered that he'll be the one who will turn the computer off.
Okay, I remember this scene. This is the scariest scene ever in the original film. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, let me see what they did.
When Stone arrived, there was no computer to be found. He checks multiple rooms, but one of them are covered in red tape. And he heard a voice out of nowhere. When he looked back, he saw an apparition slowly approaching him. He panicked, tried to hide behind the couch, but he too got his life force sucked off.
I know you go. I know some of you don't like. One of those people are like, "Oh, original's better," but this scene is much worse than the original film. The original scene is much more creepier, but this case, damn, I'm disappointed.
A day later, they noticed that Stone is missing. Maddie was worried, so she called Stone. Stone answers, and he said to Maddie he's been feeling down lately. He saw his wrists is covered by the same one that Josh had. Maddie thought that Stone didn't turn off the computer, so she went back to Josh's apartment back again. When she opened the door, the landlady was there, cleaning, played by none other than Octavia Spencer. The landlady said that Josh didn't come out of the apartment for 2 months and hasn't paid his rent. Maddie begged for Josh's computer. Landlady was kind enough to give her an address for the one who bought Josh's computer. She arrived at the address. This guy, named Dexter, apparently was the one who bought the computer. But he showed Maddie that he hasn't even plugged it in for days after he bought it. Maddie's frustrated, left angrily. When Dexter got back to his home, he plugged it in. As soon as he plugged it in, it turned itself on, and message appears. "Do you want to meet a ghost?" He clicked it in, and he sees these people. Dazed, slow, and apparently one of them shot himself. He got creeped out, understandably. Meanwhile, Maddie and friends are hanging out, and Maddie got something from Josh 2 days ago before his death. Inside contains 3 red tapes, and the message read, "It keeps them out, I don't know why." Tim suggested that Josh went crazy, but Maddie said that they should at least listen, since Josh stopped hanging out with them, but he did himself. Fuck, I'm so sorry. They went home, but someone calls out for Maddie. It was Dexter. He wanted to show to Maddie something. She went to Dexter's home, and he shows Maddie the computer. It seems like every time he turned it on, the message always appears. She saw people who are slow, dazed, people who look tired. She got creeped out when someone killed themselves, screaming for Dexter to turn the computer off. She saw people cutting themselves, the same guy who shot himself. She was sick of it, went outside and told Dexter that Josh hanged himself. Dexter felt sorry for her, since Dexter didn't know who Josh was, and they don't know what's going on. Next day, she saw one of her professors try to get run over by the bus, and she saw a person jumping off to their death.
Maddie can't catch a break. She sees people trying to kill themselves. She sees people killing themselves. She can't catch a break, don't she? Damn.
While Maddie is having a bath, she fell asleep. She saw Josh in her dream, asking for help. Then boo! Jump scare.
Another one to the counter. Okay, you're getting there, movie. You're almost there to our goal.
I saw it on the bus.
Come on, Maddie. Do you honestly feel there were ghosts of some kind walking around out there?
I don't know. But something is wrong.
Meanwhile, Maddie and her professor is exchanging words. There are less people going to class, and Tim is sending a message to Stone. His computer screen flashes. A message appears. He saw Stone asking for anybody's help.
Yes. Let me just click the message when suddenly my computer sent me a message. Hey, buddy.
Do you want me to fucking ghost?
If that stuff happens to my computer, I will not just turn it off. I'll just destroy it.
Maddie's going to the restroom. She hears sounds from the next stall. And we see this man right here creeping. She went outside and quickly opens the stall next to her.
Yes. Let me just open the bathroom stall where the creepy sounds come from. Yes, that would solve the problem.
We cut back to Tim, who is going to visit Stone's dorm room. Inside, there was no one. But when Tim saw Stone's computer, it's Stone, saying that he needs help. The same footage Tim saw earlier. Then suddenly, he saw Stone cutting himself. Tim tried to stop him, but Stone is slowly pulled back to this some kind of a portal.
Yes, let me just touch this portal to hell where my friend got pulled on. Just don't get out of there. Let me just stay here and let me just touch more of this portal to hell. Okay, survival 101. As soon as you I'm just gonna say this multiple times. Get out of there!
Tim quickly realizes what's going on. He grabbed the red tape and tapes the whole room with it.
There we go. Now we're talking. That is one of the most dumbest things I've ever seen. Dude, you spent all that time in the tape. You cover the room with the red tape. Every exit, the window, the doors, and then you were like, oh shit, I ran out. This must be it, right? I did it. Let me just peek into the room where the goddamn ghosts were.
I don't know why they include this scene, but Professor dies. I don't know why the ghost is kind enough to print out their face for Maddie. I don't know why the movie includes this dude taping the shit out of his room. Maddie was waiting for Dexter outside, and luckily enough, Dexter wanted to show her something. He booted his different computer and got the hard drive from Josh's computer. He discovered Josh's video documents. Apparently, Josh broke out something that he should have kept in. Josh also made a virus to stop this thing. He and the guy Ziegler from the beginning of the movie was supposed to meet at the library to hand Ziegler the virus to stop this madness, but instead, Josh got caught and slowly goes crazy until he hanged himself. He said that the virus will be inside. Unfortunately, Josh didn't mention inside where. They went to a bar to calm down. The news mentioned that there's a mass suicide going on all around the world. Maddie asked this if this is all connected. Dexter scoffs and told Maddie that this is all but a coincidence. But a random old guy speaks up that this is surely all connected. Hey, it's easy. It's been a while. But no, it's not an important scene. I told you it's not important. They also include a random guy posting posters to tape their room with red tapes. I don't even know why. And how did they even discover this? How? Oh hey, it's easy. It's been a while. Oh wait, never mind. They just do this because they were like, hey, don't forget about this important character in this movie. Hey. Meanwhile, Dexter's watching Josh's videos again. He heard the word inside. Then, he assumed that it's gonna be inside Josh's computer. There he saw a USB that it contains the virus. He plugged it in, then he opened the file called the red tape. But when he opened the file, his computer breaks. Whispers are heard all around him. Then, when he looked back, the apparition is here, getting closer to Dexter. Fortunately, he made it to safety, outside. Maddie's home, but her computer's on. It's Tim, saying that he sees her, and he misses her a lot. Maddie asked how she's doing this, but she got no answer. She got scared, so she looks around for her best friend and most definitely one of the most important character in the movie, Izzy. She found her, covered in black marks. Izzy says that she felt the dead. She wants to die, but she don't want to. Maddie calls 911, but no answer. When she looked back, Izzy said that it's time. Izzy got Thanos snapped. Maddie was left horrified. Panicked, she called Dexter to come pick her up. Dexter agrees while Maddie starts packing her bag. Dexter said that he found where Ziegler lives. On their way, they got into a car crash, but inside the car, no one was there. Assuming that they too got Thanos snapped. They ran into a family, the father holding a gun. Then, the mother said that stay away from cities, anywhere that has no connection to the internet. They ran away, leaving Dexter and Maddie.
That's what basically all boomers nowadays think like, oh my god, the computers are killing all the children. Oh my god.
They found Ziegler in his apartment, covered in red tapes. He explained that the red tapes covers the spectrum for the apparition to get in. He also explains that when you got caught by one of them, your will to live is gone. And if you won't kill yourself, you will be covered by this bruise, these black marks, and you'll turn into nothing but ash. Dexter, tired of this nonsense, he demanded where is Ziegler's server. He said that the servers are down in the basement.
Boy! There were a lot of jump scares here. Jesus.
This is what Josh was working on. A virus configured to the specs of your system.
I'm not a fan of Dexter's performance. This is what Justice is looking for. This is the virus that will stop the virus. Help us.
On their way to the server, they are surrounded by ghosts. They ran as fast as they could, until they are cut off by two little ghosts. Dexter said that Maddie should go for it, and shut the server down for herself, sacrificing himself. Maddie is broken and alone, making her journey down to the server. She arrived to the servers, and then she saw a computer. She saw herself. When she gets near to the point where she saw herself, there it is, the big bad apparition. Her life force is getting siphoned. Then, she saw a vision, covered in thousands of arms, with Josh.
Just Maddie just stood there.
Dexter came out of nowhere, saving Maddie, pulled her away from the apparition. They turned around the corner, then Maddie explained what she saw. She said that the apparition itself is a server, and they can't do anything about it. But Dexter still has some hope in that USB Josh made. So, he went back inside the server room and plugged his USB in. The apparition tried to stop him, but disappears right in front of him. Few seconds later, the lights turn back on, and the apparition itself is back too. So, they gave up and ran outside of the building. They got inside the car, they drove off from the city, held hands and hoped for any survivors. Few miles later, we see them cuddling and taking a nap. And Maddie woke up from a sound. It's from the radio inside the car, and the military explaining to the citizens that all people must stay away from cities or anywhere where signals aren't there. As soon as they heard this, a huge stomp heard from the roof of the car. It's the apparitions to end their life. Few inches more and they are dead, but they managed to get away in time. After that, we hear Maddie saying some cheesy lines, then cut to credits.
And that was Pluse the remake. 2006, by the way. 2006 remake. Apparently, there are 2 more parts after this. I'm not gonna watch it. So, the total of jump scares this. I lost count. Jesus Christ. By the way, I want to show you the cover art of the Pluse 2. This is what it looks like. Is this real? Please tell me it's not real. It's real. No way. In conclusion, to be honest with you, you already know the answer. It sucks. They kind of fix about the slow part of the movie, but man, was it horrible. I really do recommend the original, but I'm afraid that you guys won't like it. It's because it's too slow for some people. Kaido, or Pluse in the 2001 film, is one of the best horror movies I've seen when I was a kid. It's not because it's, you know, oh, spooky's ghost. It's all about the concept of the idea. What if, okay, imagine if the people on the internet that you see, you know, through webcams and stuff are actually dead. That's what makes it scary. People isolating themselves. That's fucking scary. Like, lonely. The main concept of the movie and the original was loneliness, and what if the people on the internet are dead? What if you just don't realize that you're the ghost? That's what made the original movie good and scary. But in this case, it's a virus that we found on the internet on the frequency that we never saw. Like, what the heck? For those who want to watch it. It's cheap. It's cheap right now on Amazon. It's cheap right now on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix or Hulu. But if you see it somewhere on the platform, like even though on the YouTube, please check it out. If it's too slow for you, go for it. There are no jump scares. There are no cheap jump scares. I swear to God, there are no cheap jump scares. And they cut out one of the creepiest part of the original film. Like, help me. That scene alone was just fucking creepy. That scene was perfect. That scene was just, that scene was a sign of desperation from the other world, from the people from the afterlife. They want this thing to be gone. That scene alone was creepy. And we never got to see Maddie's mom. For those who enjoyed this video, please just write in the comments, just leave a like and stuff. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm losing subscribers. I'm sorry that I didn't, I don't really edit much lately. It's because part-time job sucks. So yeah, thank you all for watching. You like my new shirt?